What's going on everybody, Jammers here back with another Street Fighter V video. And this video will be walking you through the 5th part in the A Beginner's Guide to R.Mika series. We are edging closer and closer to the end of the series, and it has been fun putting these together for you guys. Again, much appreciated for all the support. Now this next topic is what was mentioned at the end of part 4 and is essential to know when it comes to understanding one of the universal mechanics of Street Fighter V. Trash talking, Stone Cold Stunner, and a partner who comes in to help despite Street Fighter V being a 1v1 fighting game. Let's try to understand the basics of how R.Mika meshes with this universal mechanic, and that mechanic is the V system. So within the V system, there's 3 different things characters can use. The first tool which you are seeing here is the V skill, which is done by pressing medium punch and medium kick simultaneously. V skills are tools in which can help your character build V meter outside of getting damaged. Now Mika's V skill is the heated mic performance, and its primary purpose is to increase the damage on Mika's throws, from regular throws all the way to her critical art Peach Assault. Now if you press and hold down the V skill buttons, Mika will do her motivational speech for a little while longer. With each reverberation, the potency of her throws increase, which at the maximum level could lead to a KO. Another cool thing about this V skill is the fact that it has armor. The armored property can help out in a few situations, like dealing with projectiles or jump attacks, which ultimately help build V meter at the end of the day, but only if Mika is positioned correctly. Do keep in mind the fact that the V skill can only absorb 1 hit. If the opponent uses a multiple hitting move, a throw, or their critical art, then Mika will get severely punished and probably be left in a bad situation. The second tool part of the V system is a defensive tool known as the V reversal, and what you are seeing here is the Stone Cold Stunner. I mean Mika's Peach Gator. This is done by pressing forward and all 3 kick buttons on your controller whilst blocking. Now there's not much to say about this move other than the fact that it is used to alleviate pressure and reset the situation back to a neutral one. You'll most likely be using this against moves that leave the opponent at some sort of advantage. If the V reversal is blocked, then it's not all that bad, as Mika is still close to the opponent but not close enough to be put under pressure again. Now some key points to remember about the V reversal are: 1. If you have no V meter, then you cannot V reversal. If you try to do this, then Mika will just do a non-charged version of standing hard kick. Number 2. V reversals are susceptible to throws, so there will be times where your opponent tries to bait you into doing a V reversal and throw you out of it. And finally, try not to forward dash after Mika's V reversal, as it is fraudulent. This used to be a thing in Season 1 of Street Fighter V, but Capcom removed it in Season 2, and it's been like that ever since. Now moving on to the third part of the V system, which is known as the V trigger. V triggers are sometimes referred to as comeback factors, and what you are seeing here is Mika's V trigger 1 Come on Nadeshiko, which is a 2-bar V trigger. With V trigger 1, Nadeshiko can arrive on screen from 3 different angles: above Mika, in front of Mika, or behind Mika, and can be summoned with 2 different timings: an instant call or a delayed call. The utility behind this V trigger is unbelievable, making it one of the most versatile V triggers in the game. Combo extensions, resets, unblockables, trade combos, you name it, and V trigger 1 can probably do it. The most common ways to activate V trigger 1 are either crouching hard punch into V trigger 1 or crouching hard kick into V trigger 1. I'm sure you've seen these many times before. Hit or block, the situation is beneficial to Mika. The final thing I will be showing you in this video is basically an extension of the V trigger mechanic, but instead of V trigger 1, you are now looking at V trigger 2, known as Steel Chair. Now instead of it being a 2-bar V trigger, it is a 3-bar V trigger, meaning it takes longer to acquire. Similar to V trigger 1, Nadeshiko can be summoned with 2 different timings, but the difference is Nadeshiko's actions are different. With the instant call, Nadeshiko comes in with the Steel Chair and throws it at the opponent, whereas with the delayed call, she'll run in at the opponent and try to hit them. Also, one thing to point out is that Nadeshiko only appears from one angle, which is from behind Mika, the initial calling, making it easier for the opponents to understand how she works. V trigger 2 can be versatile like V trigger 1, but it doesn't have nearly as much utility. But the combo extension and reset potential is serious business. Now, the initial activation of V-Trigger 2 is great because quite a few things can happen, but the downside is the second activation, as there is not many situations where you can comfortably call it, meaning Mika is in some sort of danger after the first call if not in the right situation. And that's pretty much it for the video, people. Hopefully by watching this you understand a little more about how Mika messes with the V system. Her V skill is decent for what it does, but can't be used liberally like other V skills in Street Fighter 5. Her V reversal on the other hand is pretty good and is one of the better V reversals in the game, whereas her V triggers are strong, especially V trigger 1, absolutely outstanding. Let me know how you felt about the video in the comments below. Was the video easy to understand? Did I miss out something that you felt I should have put in? Bearing in mind this is for beginners, all feedback is greatly appreciated. I'll leave video links in the description below regarding more intricate things about the V triggers if you wish to understand them on a deeper level, as well as other necessary video links. If you enjoyed the video and have not subscribed to the channel, then why not subscribe? If you don't want to, then that's cool. I'll also leave my other social media outlets in the description below if you want to follow me in those as well. Next video I'll most likely be talking you through Mika's defensive options, though some of them you may have seen before. This has been your boy HG Jammers, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So until then, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.